Good morning everybody. Yes, I'm back again. I thought I would do a pick 10. Before I did that, I did have a think. If you saw, I can't remember, one of my videos yesterday when I showed my ATCs, I'd got some watercolours that I didn't really want to show. But I've been thinking about it, and lots of people have asked, particularly Linda Pierce asked if she could see the owl. So I thought I would show you. I can't remember if these are digital stamps. Yes, I think they must be. I can't remember where I got that from. Anyway, I did just watercolour it. Not very proud of it, but I might still use it as an ATC. But it's only on watercolour paper at the moment, so it needs putting on something a bit more sturdy to make it more sturdy. And I'll probably go around the edge with something. And then I did a couple of little mice even. So yeah, not terribly proud, but I think watercolour is something that I need to have a practice at, and I might do that when my daughter goes off to uni, because I'll have more time and I'll need something to focus on. Anyway, this morning I thought I would do something a little bit different with a pick 10. Rather than take them all out randomly, I thought I might pick 10 things and then go and have a think about it and come back with some supplies. What do you reckon? Just for a bit of difference. I have taken the sticks out already and given them a good mix up. So let's see what we've got. Glue down string, wool or ribbon. I think that's a different one. Use some happy mail. Ooh, not good at that bit. I don't think I've had that one before either. Add black or white. These are new ones. Oh, what's going on here? I'm not looking. Oops, well, that one's inadvertently thrown out. Oh, I'm not having that. That's use magicals, and I've used those last week. Use chalk pastels. Oh, I can do that. Use bubble wrap. Okay. Add collage. Well, that looks okay. 3, 6. Let's see what we're doing. Add dimension. Okie dokie. Add glitter or glitter paint. Okay. Add circles. How many have we got? 3, 6, 9. One more then. Collage newspaper or magazine text. I've already got add collage. Do you know what? I'm going to pick another one and I'm going to choose between them which I prefer. Use corrugated cardboard. Right. That one's staying, that one's going. Okay, that's what I'm going to use today. Let's have a look. Glue down string, wool or ribbon. Use some happy mail. Add black or white. Use chalk pastels. Use bubble wrap. Add collage. Add dimension. Add glitter or glitter paint. Add circles. And use corrugated cardboard. Okay, folks, well, I shall have a little think and come back with some supplies in a bit. Okie dokie, I'm back with a few supplies, and I don't really know what order or anything I'm going to do it in, but I shall go with the flow. I think I'll do a bit of collage first. I'm just trying to put my sticks up there. There we go. So what have I got? I've just picked a bit of Daphne's diary. She's always great for a bit of collage. I think this came from the top of that page as well, so I might just break that up a bit. Got some book page. Good old Secret Garden. Can't go wrong with that, she says. A bit of that. Don't know if I want the rest of that. I've got this, no idea where this came from. Probably Daphne's Diary. And I might use a bit of that. Trying to keep it quite neutral because I'll probably end up gessoing it actually. So let us take the lid off the Mod Podge. And we will use, let me just grab something so that I don't get my surface too messy. Otherwise I'll have to stop and clean it. Okay, let's try that. Right, I'm just using the matte Mod Podge to put some stuff down. There we go. I'm not going to think about this too greatly. Just make sure the edges are down, because if I'm going to be using chalks and things, I don't want things popping up and ripping. Okay, what can we have next? Have a bit of that. Oh, I didn't realise my hand's probably going right under the camera to get the glue, isn't it? Right, that looks a bit cornery, so we'll stick that there. I don't think we'll see any of this, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh, it's nice and cool at the moment. I have got the window open. If it gets really noisy, I'll shut it, but I don't think they're going to be working over the road, so that's a bonus. And it's a fairly quiet area. It's a cul-de-sac, so I don't get a lot of through traffic, or no through traffic, but depends on what the birds go mad. Sometimes they can be a bit wild. Let's have that there. What else have we got? I did get something. Right, this is a bit of a cheat here. Well, it's not a cheat at all, but this is Happy Mail from Collage. It came with my pocket letter. So I was reluctant to use things Happy Mail. I know it's bad. I know that's why it's sent, but I don't know. I get attached to things, and then I find it hard to, especially if I'm going to do something like gesso over it or something. Oh, I feel I couldn't. I just couldn't. Yes. What else have we got? I'll stick a bit more book paper on there, and that will do us. Like that. Alright, so I have got a piece of Happy Mail, and I have just collaged on some paper. Now I'm thinking, do you think Mod Podge? I'm sure it will. I don't want too much string or wool or whatever, because it's going to be hard to work with. So I'm just going to have a go at sticking it down with some Mod Podge. Can't say I've done much of this before, but we will. I don't want too much of it because I won't be able to stamp stuff. And is Mod Podge? Are you already going, oh, what is she doing? You can't stick the yarn down with Mod Podge, you idiot. I've no idea. I'm winging it. I've no idea if it will stick or not. It should do. I mean, Mod Podge is like a glue, isn't it? Let's have another bit. Ow. Yes, I have got scissors, several pairs right next to me. But where's the fun in that? If you can't get a nice little rope burn from some yarn. Right, go on there. Stick. Please stick. Right, I'm going to use a scissor. How easy was that? And I have got a paintbrush in my mouth. Yes, I know. Right, this does not look hopeful on the Mod Podge and string front. I might have to doctor that with some other glue. We'll see. Right, that's it for that, I think. I'm going to dry that and then I'll come back. Right, it's not quite dry, but I forgot I was going to add some of this as well. This is some sort of lace from the Artsy Grandma, Aisha, so that is also Happy Mail, and I thought I would stick a little bit on for some texture in a couple of places. So I might have the bit at the top. There. Maybe a little bit down the side. And there. And it's also adding dimension, but I might even add even more dimension. I don't want it to be too dimensional though, otherwise it will not fit in my journal. Okay, let's try. I'm going to have to glue that on with something. Bear with me, I've literally got 2 empty bottles of 3-in-1. I don't even put the lid on it and turn it around, otherwise I'll never get anything out. So I'm going to try and glue that up to the top. Like that. If I can put the glue on, it's going to dry quicker than I can use it, I think. Let's put that on there. And that on there. I'll go down there. Right. I'm going to dry that now completely and then I'll be back. Alright, let's have a look at these sticks. So I've done the string, I've done the collage, I've added some Happy Mail. Let's see what we're doing now. It's sort of adding dimension, but I'm going to leave that for a sec. I need to clean my brush. I'm going to put gesso on here. I'm hoping that I can put the chalk pastel over the top, but if that does not work, actually it probably won't work, will it? I will see. But this will do 2 things. It will be part of the adding white. It will tone everything down a bit, and also hopefully it will help stick things down. Okay, so I'm just going to put a coat of gesso over the top. I suppose I could have used my bigger brush. Lazy, I think I'll have to actually. Where is it? There, that'll be better. Otherwise I'll be here all morning just watching, literally watching paint dry. I'm hoping that this gesso is going to stick that a bit better. It has stuck down with the Mod Podge, but I wouldn't like to say it did a brilliant job. do this. I shall just do the bit where my fingers were, and I will dry this again and be back. Now we're back. It's more or less dry. I have tried to bend it back into shape, but it's not having a lot of joy. Got to choose a colour now, folks, or colours. So I think I'm going to go for a kind of aqua-y. I don't really know. I don't know how this will work, if indeed it will. It sort of does. So I'm going for a bluey sort of colour. Blue is not one of my favourite colours, so I am going for that. This is a bit darker, I think, this one. No idea what we're doing. And maybe we could add something else into there, like this really bright pink. I'm hoping I'll be able to blend these with something in a minute. Oopsie. Let's go back with some of this. I quite liked what happened there on the string. Right, let's see what we can blend it with. Got a bit of kitchen roll here, see what that does. I don't know, I'm not sure what happens with water. Ooh, with water, but just want to get some sort of colour on here. Sorry if it's not a very nice sound. Right, let's get rid of some of that chalk dust. Right, I think I will go back in with some of the blue. Well, it's a bluey green. I'll just use my fingers. I'm filthy enough as it is. So. Right, don't like that bit there where I sort of scribbled on it, but never mind. Okay, I'm going to just clean up and I'll be back. Right, hands are a bit cleaner. So we've glued down string or yarn, we've added collage, some happy mail, we've done the chalk pastels. I am going to go, and I'm going to go with some black now. Let's have a think. Just going to stick that on there. And let's see what we can do with it. I've got some corrugated. Now, what does it say? Use corrugated cardboard. That was my plan, to use some, not to add some. So I'm going to just, I don't know if this will work like this. We will find out when I make a huge mess. Actually, we won't, because I will just see what happens first of all on something. Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. There. And I'm using black, that's part of the black and white. Where else can we squeeze some in? Up here maybe? Yep. Right, I think that will do on the corrugated card, and a bubble wrap. I was going to do that in black, but you know what? I think I won't. I think I might just go white for that. got some white acrylic paint here which I can use. She says, come out. Oh, dear. So glad I cleaned my hands, look at them. Anyway, well, I'm going to do the same as I just did, but with bubble wrap. Just going to paint some paint onto it, I think, rather than dip it in. And we'll see what happens. Where's my paint? Here. Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. It is also adding circles, but I will probably add more circles. Oh, I'm quite liking that. I love a bit of bubble wrap. There we go. If I can just... Yes, go for it, Steph, go for it. Right, gonna stop there, and I'm gonna dry it and I'll be back. Right, mostly dry. I've done everything except, well, I've kind of added dimension, but I'm gonna continue with the dimension theme. Add glitter or glitter paint and add circles. So I've printed out onto card some colouring book. Oh, and I've also put my punch straight in the acrylic paint. Excellent. Maybe I should just move that out of the way. There we go, give ourselves a bit of space. So I'm going to punch out some of the colouring book in circles. I don't know how many big ones. I was going to keep them black and white. That was my my idea, but just using different circle punches and just trying to get different pictures. See what they look like. I've got lots of different sizes, so I'll have a go at. I'll just just cut out a few, and then we'll see what we can do with them. Let's go a bit smaller. I don't really know what I want. That looks quite interesting. Let's have that one. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm going to cut this bit out. So I can get a little bit closer to these things here. Let's have that one. And maybe we'll have, I think I've got a smaller one somewhere. I know what colour it is. Yeah. Oh, I've actually even got a smaller one. I've got this one. This must be like a 1/2 inch one, but I've got a teeny one. Don't know if I want those. We'll see. That looks interesting. Let's just have a few of these little ones. Something a bit more interesting. Let's have 5 of those. I think I'm overthinking this. Just oh. Right. I don't know if I want any teeny ones either yet. and I'm not sure. I was going to add them with some foam tape to add dimension, but I'm wondering whether or not to make them a bit stronger with some more. No, just go for it, Steph, just go for it. So I've got a couple of big ones. Let's just have a place and see what we like. There's a couple of big ones, and then we have some of various sizes. Two up there. Don't know, something like that I'm thinking, and I'm going to put them at various heights. So let's go for, let's just stick them on and see what happens. I think I'd better put a little bit of glue on there. Stick that one on there. And this one, I think I will just, I don't know, not to go too hot. Let's try it. I'm just adding dimensional tape. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. Right, that's got a double layer. Let me take the pin out my mouth. That would help. Just adding a little bit of glue for extra stickability. Can stick you on there. And oh, I might go triple high. Let's try that. With this one. Oops. How tall is triple high? Well, we'll find out. Fairly high, but hopefully no higher than that then. I'm going to have to trim down some of this tape. Oh, I have got some little foam pads actually, but they're a bit fiddly. Come out, there we go. Right, I think I'll have you there. I'll stop thinking too hard. Quite like that one. Oh, that's a bit big. Can go on there. And we'll have another, oh, there's a little square that can go on top of that one. Come on off. Right, let's have, oops, oh that was great. Oh goodness, quick, quick. Oh, luckily, glue side up on my dress. Right, I'm going to have to move some of those while I have a think. You can go there. You could go, I don't know why I bothered planning it out, because all I'm going to do is change it all now. I'm just trying to get them at different heights for put that one on there, that can go on there. God, this must be really boring, I'm really sorry. I'll try and speed it up a little. Right, I've got some little ones to go on, I think that's it. And there is, I don't know whether I'm going to put, oh I am going to put that one on because I like the look of it. Oh, I've got bits of foam tape going everywhere now, come here. Righty-ho. Let's get some of these little ones on then. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on them all and then we'll work out where they can go. Okay, that's got a double piece. I can just have a single bit because I've got it stuck to me already. I don't think I'll put a triple one on these because I think it'll just get knocked off. That's a double one. Please leave me alone, get off. And I think we'll just have two quite flat ones now because quite frankly I'm getting bored of the foam tape and I'm sure you are too. Right, let's take those off. Pop a bit of glue on, although they do seem fairly sticky. Get off me! Right, let's have a look. Like that one up there. Can go there. You can go there. You can go next to him. And you can go there. Right. The very last thing, oh I've lost my pin. There it is. The very last thing I'm going to do is find a cleanish brush and I'm going to add some glitter Mod Podge to the circles. I'm not adding any other kind of glitter. I hate glitter in all its shapes and forms. I really don't like it. I don't mind it on other people's work and things. I just don't like using it. I hate the mess it makes. It'll just be glitter everywhere. And but glitter Mod Podge I love because it's the glitter's not too big for a start. And what am I supposed to shake that before I use it? Hang on a minute. Stir gently. Oh, that'll do. Hopefully there'll be some little bit, but they're just tiny pieces. Yeah, you can just about see it. Nothing too sparkly, but just a hint of sparkle. So that's what I'm just going to add to the circles. And hopefully I'll be able to flatten this out enough to get in my art journal, because it's wrinkling up a little bit. Please don't judge me on my paintbrushes. These are the cheapest of the cheap brushes that I've bought years ago from the works, I think. And I literally, there's about 2 of them that I just use all the time for gluing, gessoing, anything that's, you know, you don't mind if the brush gets damaged, but they don't really get damaged. They're just, I just use them all the time, and I'll just leave them sitting in water like you're not supposed to do. And then just dry them off when I need them. But they're perfect for this sort of thing. I've got some nice brushes for other purposes, but now, can you see the glitter? That is the thing. Can you see any sparkle on there? Let me look in the camera. I don't know which way to hold it. Well, if you can't see it, you're going to have to take my word for it. But there is definitely sparklies all over those circles. I need that to dry and those to dry. I shall probably go around the edge, as I do, with a bit of black or something. Do we need some kind of quote of some kind? What could we have? I might take something like this. I've just printed some things out. And as you can see, I've got them printed out on card, and then I'm just going to chop out what I would like. Oh, I might have to use my trimmer for that. Why can I never cut a straight line? Can you hear me snipping one side and the other? Oh, a little bit here, a little bit there. That's going to have to do. And I should probably pop that on. Let me find my black. There we are, black soot. Oh, see how I pause? I wonder whether or not, I think I might put some of this opal polish on. This one is lilac pearl. But I'm thinking, I wonder what that would look like. Let me just stick it on something while I do it. I haven't really explored these. I've watched Dee do it, but I haven't really done it myself. But because they've got a kind of a shimmer to them. Right, I'm going to have to let that dry, I think. I know it won't take too long. Ah! I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the card isn't very good or something. It seems to be bobbling up a bit. I don't like that. Okay, I'm going to leave that and see what happens. And I'll be back at the end just to show you how it all went together. Right, so I've finished as much as I'm going to do on it. I'm sort of hoping if I fiddle around with this, you'll be able to catch some of the glitter or the glittery bits on the circles. I don't know, it looks like I've put my mucky fingerprint on there now, but you can see the shimmer on that. I ended up having to sort of take it off and then use a brush on it, because I didn't really like what my finger was doing to it. So anyway, there's my pick 10. I've glued down string, wool or ribbon. I've added collage. I've used some Happy Mail. Thank you Aisha and thank you Kaj. I've used chalk pastels. I've used bubble wrap and corrugated cardboard. I've added black or white and black and white. I've added some dimension. I've added some glitter or glitter paint. Well, that's my glitter Mod Podge. I did paint it on, and I've added circles. So yeah, something a little bit different. I'm not sure if I prefer just doing the random ones or whether or not I enjoyed picking them out first. I think I prefer doing it randomly. But anyway, something a bit different, and that's me. Thank you very much. I need to go and get cleaned up again. Have a good weekend or week, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.